Promotion comes from God and it works through men. Attaining the peak of Army rank as Major General in the Nigerian Army is a significant milestone in life. It signifies their hard work and a leader within the greater profession. They have been found worthy in character, professionalism, military knowledge and loyalties, this recommended by the promotion board. 47 senior officers of the Nigerian Army have joined policy formulating team and key contributors of the system. The investiture ceremony held today, Thursday, 28 December 2023, at the Army Officers' Mess at Sokoro, Abuja. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, decorated the Director of Army Public Relations, Oyema Nwachukwu, and 46 other newly promoted officers with the prestigious rank of Major General. The ceremony, which was attended by top government officials like the Security Advisor Nuru Ribadu, Minister of State for Defense, Chairman Senate Committee on Army, some members of the National Assembly, Chief of Defense Staff, former Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Naval Staff, Chief of Air Staff, Inspector General of Police, senior officers, family members and well-wishers marked the culmination of the officers' dedicated service and commitment to the Nigerian Army. In his remarks, the Minister of State for Defense congratulated the newly decorated Major Generals, urging them to continue leading by example and inspiring others to better their footsteps.
Your contribution to the Nigerian Army are invaluable, and we are confident that you will continue to serve our nation with honor and distinctions. As we celebrate your promotion, I urge you to continue leading by example and inspiring others to better your footsteps. The Nigerian Army needs more leaders like you who are willing to put their lives on the line of the sake of our nation. This promotion is a beacon of hope to all Nigerians and a call to elevate your effort in the fight against insecurity, especially in the Northwest and other parts of the country. I am aware of the sacrifices made daily by our brave men and women of the armed forces in ensuring safety and security of our nation. I therefore charge you all to synergize across services to examine our security challenges as government is committed in supporting the Nigerian military in the fight against terrorism and other criminalities in this nation.
In his remarks, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, acknowledged the sacrifices made by the families of the promoted senior officers, emphasizing the integral role of the spouses and children in supporting military personnel during their career.
I particularly appreciate their spouses and immediate family members for their understanding and support to these officers while they rose to this level. I understand the immense sacrifices that spouses and children of our officers and soldiers make, often having to cope with absentee biological fathers separated by duty to fatherland. You are now on the policy formulating team, and the system frowns at incompetence at this stage. This is the peak of your career, and there shall be zero tolerance for breach of trust. The rank you now adorn requires a different skill set from what you have been used to. You have joined the pool for appointments as General Officer Commanding, Principal Staff Officers, Corps Commanders, and most importantly, Chief of Army Staff and Chief of Defense Staff. So, I challenge you to sit back and get to work to know the Nigerian Army, the armed forces of Nigeria, and the country's political, diplomatic, and economic dynamics better, so you can be logically and objective in your contribution to the system. Let me believe that your competencies and God have brought you to this rank. From where I sit, I see everyone, including those appointed to serve where some perceive as obscure. Remember, not all can make general officer commanding, principal staff officers, chief of army staff, or chief of defense staff. So, run your race in your lane, and you'll be rewarded accordingly. Permit me to paraphrase George C. Marshall by saying that you cannot expect loyalty from the army if you do not give it. So, your loyalty to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and by extension to Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief, and the leadership of the Nigerian Army should be nothing less than 100%. As you receive your postings and appointments in a few days, I urge you to do your best to give life to my command philosophy of transforming the Nigerian Army into a well-trained, equipped, and highly motivated force towards achieving our constitutional responsibility in a joint environment. I request that the newly promoted Major Generals take this to heart.
Also, in his opening remarks, the Chief of Administration Army said the newly decorated senior officers were found worthy in character, professionalism, and recommended by the promotion board. He noted that 47 brigadier generals were promoted to the rank of Major General, while 75 colonels have also been elevated to the rank of Brigadier General. Accordingly, and newly promoted brigadier generals will be decorated at their respective commands, units, and locations.
The Chief of Army Staff has authorized principal staff officers, general officers commanding, corps commanders, commandants, and heads of establishments to decorate the newly promoted brigadier generals at their respective commands and locations. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the climax of all decorations in the Nigerian Army for the year 2023 will be the investiture of the 47 newly promoted Major Generals with their new ranks. They were found worthy in character, professionalism, military knowledge, and loyalty, and recommended by the promotion board known in the Nigerian Army as Promotion Board 1 and approved by the Army Council.
One of the newly decorated officers gives vote of thanks on behalf of all the newly decorated senior officers.
Sir, in line with your command philosophy, which is to transform the Nigerian Army into a well-trained, equipped, and highly motivated force towards achieving our constitutional responsibilities within a joint environment, we, the newly decorated Major Generals, are highly motivated. Please be assured of our absorbed dedication to duty and loyalty to the services of the Nigerian Army and our dear nation. We have taken it to heart in line with your speech, sir. We will be logical and objective. We will give life to your command philosophy.
Major General Maxwell Unoke Nagana, especially, and also to congratulate all the other officers that have been promoted as Major General. Actually, we are all colleagues, and this is my constituency. All of them are my own. And I'm very happy that they have been elevated. Some of my classmates that were not promoted last year, they were promoted today. My immediate juniors were promoted. And it's a great thing. And I feel that these officers have a lot to actually contribute to the system. And I want to thank the Chief of Army Staff, the Army Council for considering them in this promotion. My message to them is that to whom much is given, much is expected. The journey does not just start, does not just stop at this promotion. They have a lot still awaiting them in the future. So they should continue to maintain that momentum, if possible to increase on what they have done that made them to earn this promotion, so that they will give very good service to the nation, especially now that Nigeria is in dire need of good leadership. So I want to thank God and also thank the Army Council for this gesture, for promoting my colleagues.
Nigeria really needs their services. So my word to them is, tough times don't last, tough people do. They are generals, they've got to lead us through this fight to make sure that Nigeria gains its rightful position in the Committee of Nations.
What's your message to the Chief of Army Staff?
I congratulate him, because this is, from his speech, you hear that this is a core, true professional. And he said all the right things. These people, the generals who have been promoted today, achieved their promotions purely based on merits and based on professionalism. And you can see from the little, he said, and just observing how much control he's getting the military to take over the dark spots across the country.
Their promotion is a testimony to their many years of hard work, dedication, and commitment to serving their fatherland. Olaimi Esom, Waspai TV.